Welcome to the first episode of Ark Survival. Those of you guys who've been browsing YouTube over spring break um, would have seen that I did a survey asking you guys what you might be interested in watching. And so, last I checked, there was I also saw I went ahead and started playing, and I was like, oh, well, since I'm playing, I might as well do some recording. And so I did 2 episodes so far. This will be the first of the 2. And I'm changing the way I'm doing the recording a little bit in that I'm editing a lot more, right? Like, because the thing about Ark is it's so critically ranked. So anyway, it's going to kind of cut and jump, and I'm showing you kind of the highlights of the stuff that was happening while I played Ark. I also realized in watching the video, I did not show the settings, but basically XP is bumped way up. A lot of things are bumped way up. I don't have the time to sit here for 3 days trying to tame a T-Rex, for instance. I am playing single player, so there's also that. But anyway, I wanted you guys to kind of have an opportunity to see what Ark would look like if I were to do this, and so I was playing, and I had enough footage I thought was kind of a good pause point. I'll be playing, building some like mass-producing foundations and walls and stuff, because we're going to get into base building in episode 3, if we have an episode 3. So anyway, yeah, so I'll be sure to post the settings or something in the video just so you guys can see. As I said, things are super pumped up. But yeah, so this is going to be Ark Survival. We're also going to push forward with Resident Evil 0 will be coming out. And then I'm also going to be starting up the history recordings. And so that's where I'm going to take some of the shooter gameplay footage and record history lectures over them. So that's something you guys can kind of look forward to. For my students, I'm going to go ahead and say this here. If you have 5.5 weeks of school, and then we have the STAR test, and then we have 2 weeks where we're going to be watching like movies, chilling, downtime, stuff like that. Some of you will have your fall final, and I also want to take a minute to kind of talk on that. Please be aware that you can exempt. Let me say that again. You can exempt the fall final. You have to have an 80 average between the 3rd and the 4th 9 weeks, and then five absences in class. Okay? And so if you can qualify to exempt, you should. I've said this a million times throughout the year. I don't make the tests, and the way that we do the fall final has never really made sense to me, because 2 weeks before you take the STAR test, I guess 3 weeks before, take the STAR test, which is cumulative. Then we immediately jump into another cumulative test. Right? So if you want to avoid having to take the U.S. History STAR essentially twice, exempt the final. Alright? I will be posting the brain, but yeah, so anyway, I'll be doing those star review videos. Alright, so anyway, now we're past the kind of intro part. that's going to be where I set up shop, by the way, for a little bit. Episode 2, I found some cool locations. I'm going to have you guys vote where you want me to build. But yeah, so now we're getting into our first couple tames. I believe the first one is a turtle. I cannot remember the name of it. Carbonin? Yeah, whatever. Anyway, we got a turtle. The reason I snagged it, it's level 145. And so my rule as far as breeding, if I'm going to invest the time into breeding, is 145 or higher. And I know saying that the level cap is 150. The point being, like, I'll tame dinos because I need the dinos, but if I'm gonna breed the dinos, they gotta be worth breeding. Anyway, as I was knocking out this turtle, I found a parasaur that was also pretty low leveled. I think it was like 130 or something like that. And so we're gonna go ahead and snag that up too. I always feel so bad about this because like I don't think I have leveled enough to make trained arrows. Oh no, I need the parasaur and able to mass produce narcotics is what it is. So I always feel bad because it's not out of the dinosaur. I always feel really bad. But you do what you gotta do sometimes. So anyway, we're gonna knock out this dino, wrap it up, stuff with blueberries, and have our first two things. And like I said, if you like the style of editing here, or if you have suggestions for it, let me know. Right? Like I am trying to cut the filler out a little bit, and then I'm changing the way I record. For instance, this is already recorded footage, and I'm talking over it because I don't know if something's going to be worthy of recording until it kind of starts happening sometimes. And I don't want to have to sit, for instance, I played, like, for these 40 minutes worth of footage, probably played 4 hours or something like that. I don't want to have to talk that long. Alright, so there is some editing, a lot of editing. And if you have tips, suggestions, things that you've seen other people do, let me know. I'm always down for feedback. Alright? But yeah, and also this is kind of a practice one, just so you know. I don't have timestamps for each of the video clips, which is something I'm going to do for next time. But yeah, so it'll kind of jump back and forth. This first video is a lot of taming, trap building, stuff like that. Oh, there was this moment, I didn't catch it on video, so almost immediately after this, I found I think it was a 145 parasaur. And I was like, oh, I'm going to grab that up too, and then I'll just have 2 parasaurs, right? Well, I was collecting berries, and I got hit by a Dilophosaur, like those little tiny dinos. And so I was fighting it, and the other parasaur came to help. Well, in that fight, we accidentally hit a Triceratops. And then the Triceratops started to attack us, and then there were 2 trikes, and then the 145 died almost immediately after hitting it. And I didn't think to record it. I wasn't expecting it to happen. I do know that there's a thing it's like 5 minutes, and I started doing that, but I didn't think of it fast enough to catch it. So anyway, I do plan to show you the good and bad. So when bad things happen, you'll get to see when cool things happen. And like I said, if you notice, I named that 45. If you're wondering why I do that, it's so that I remember the base level, so that I can level it up as I play. but knowing that that is a good breeder dino. So anyway, here we caught our first pterodon. I wasn't too particular on the level because it was just like I need to get airborne, and then I realized I don't have meat, and so now I'm trying to, I don't know, guys. Anyway, then I turned my sight on another turtle. And if you're wondering, if you have the taming speed and all that, too. Because I don't want to sit for a year and a half waiting for we're gonna get a pterodon here. We are playing on Ragnarok. I don't know. I just chose this one. And I also know that there's wyverns on it, and I really enjoy the idea of a wyvern eventually. Yeah, I don't really know what the goals are for this as a season right now. I know right now it's kind of getting the basic tames, right? Building a base, which is what hopefully we're going to do in episode 3. There might be some footage where I could, do some we got to get some of the bigger dinos. Alright, so anyway, what we're moving into here, this is an origin trap. So this is standard trap, so 6 foundations, dino gates on the front and back, and then you're going to use single doors for the walls, right? And you do them 3 high. So in total you need 6 foundations, 2 dino doors, 2 dino gates. Oh, I used pillars instead. Sorry, 6 pillars. And then what happened here, because I messed up, I didn't think about it. I had to get the foundation posts or whatever, so that I could snap the columns in place. I just made 2 of those. I'm getting the supplies to make them real quick, but yeah, so 2 foundation posts, 6 columns, 6 foundations, 2 dino gates, 2 doors for the gate. The idea is pretty simple, quick to build, and what it allows me to do, and the reason I do 2 dino gates on either side instead of just 1, sometimes you don't know which direction the thing is that you're wanting to get, and so now I have it facing the 2 major directions. The idea of using these columns, a pterodon can fly in between them, but an RG cannot. Right? And I don't think it's 16 columns, not 6. Anyway, the pterodon can fly in between them, but the RG can't. And then what that allows me to do, I'm gonna fly it right in, fingers crossed, because sometimes it doesn't work. But I'll be able to fly it into the trap, 1 door will be shut, right? I'll fly through the crack, walk around, close the door, and I have whatever flyer it is trapped in, right? To the best of my knowledge, oh, and sorry, you need ceilings. So, just a couple ceilings. And in fact, I don't even think you need 6. I think 4 work if you get all 4 of them. See, like how that was crooked? You don't want that. But it's fine. I'm not a perfectionist when I play. And so anyway, what ended up happening here for editing, right? I kind of flew around and I found an RG that I wanted to build the trap, and then I put the line in RG. And so what's being led here, this second. So I had originally flown a level, and then I got this one, which I think is a 130. Anyway, so that was kind of a perfect example of how to use the trap. Now that we're stuck, shoot at it, so my first question as far as editing, do you guys want to see the footage where or do you want me to like see the timeline, show them so kind of like fast I don't know. I do think it's funny, like for instance, like right now I would So anyway, I did manage to have Prime on me. This is from the RG that I chose. The first RG. Annoying. But yeah, so I had some Prime. That definitely helped. Just like the second best thing here. Like it goes like vertical, which I've never wanted to go into. And then I think, like I said, I have some experience with the game, but I'm by far not an expert. I would also like to get into farming, turn Ark into a farming simulator. I think that'd be pretty cool. I don't know. Our like I said, our next step really is to find a place to build. I like the location that I'm at for the metal, but I'm not married to the place, especially because of its location. It's like on the far northwest corner, pretty much away from everything. And so, yeah. So anyway, what's going on here? My next thing that I set sights on was a beaver. And so basic beaver trap, 4 foundations, surrounded by 1 layer of doors. Gives me plenty of ways to shoot, and it traps the beaver. Now, if I didn't have an RG, I would also put a ramp. So I shoot the whatever I'm hunting, it chases me up, I go through the trap, it follows me, and then I can get out, but it can't. But I do have an RG here, so I went ahead and did the basic trap. I found a level, I think it was 130 beaver, and so, yeah, I built the trap here. And also, it's nice to, I think I'm going to build, like, I don't know, like a little mini base here, because these beaver dams are really nice, to be able to get cementing paste, silicon wood, I will have a beaver here. I don't need the wood, but there's other things I have to yeah, so that's kind of another thing, another part of this Survivor series is building a network of bases so that I can fast travel. But then that means that each base I would need, a flyer, basic supplies, stuff like that. So anyway, I caught the beaver I wanted. Now I'm clearing out the other beavers. If you attack one of them, I also initially why it's called pelt, whatever it is, to make cold weather here. So I can go into snowy areas without getting, without dying. Although it still hurts. Like I noticed in some places, I was still taking damage. I don't know. Stuff like that. I will say there is an issue with computers. Sometimes using trank arrows, you kill them on accident. Because they don't have a lot of health. And they have a high tolerance to knockdown. And so I was kind of worried that I was going to kill it. Because if you watch, it gets real bloody here. And so if you're wondering why I'm not just like shooting, the arrows do damage over time, like the toxin or whatever. And so I'm trying to make sure that I knock them. Spoiler, I do. But then when you look at the health, like it was real close. But yeah, so anyway, I do believe this is the end of this episode. So remember, let me know your thoughts and comments about, the editing style. Let's call it editing style. Do you like change in this? Am I cutting out filler? Am I cutting out too much? Am I not cutting out enough? The types of things that you would like to see. Because like I said, it gets real grindy, and I don't want that to happen to you. So anyway, hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Bye.